Welcome to the very first chapter of our React journey. Before we even touch components or JSX, we must understand why React exists and what problem it solves. In the previous modules, we built interfaces using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Everything worked. But as projects grow, managing UI updates becomes slow, repetitive, and error prone. Today, we begin React by addressing the foundation: how modern apps efficiently manage UI updates and page transitions. To understand this, let's imagine a large city which is under renovation. Some get painted, some expand floors, some demolish sections. If every single change requires physically going to the real building and modifying it, that's slow, risky, and consumes huge resources. This is the traditional document object model, popularly known as DOM. But let's say an architect keeps a smart 3D model of the city. Whenever a change is needed, they update the model first. Then they compare what the model looked like before and what the model looks like now. And only the changed building blocks get updated in the real city. This is exactly how React's virtual DOM works. What is the virtual DOM? A DOM is the browser's representation of your web page. DOM stands for the Document Object Model. It is the browser's way of representing your web page in memory as tree of objects. But updating the DOM frequently is expensive. React introduces a virtual DOM, a lightweight JavaScript object that mirrors the real DOM. Why it helps? React updates the VDOM first. It calculates the difference using the diffing method. It updates only what is changed in the real DOM. This makes UI rendering fast and efficient. Now let's understand the virtual DOM concept through a small code. First, before going to the code, let's create our very first React app. So let's open the terminal over here. Yeah. And to create a React app, we can use the command npx create React app and my app name. So let me just do create a React app. I will say my first app. Sorry, I have to do npx. Yeah, and it is creating the React app for me. Yes. And my React app is created. As you can see, it has installed some node modules. It has created the public folder with the default images and CSS file. It has created this src file with my index.js and my app.js as the main file. I also have my package.json file, which contains all my dependencies, all my scripts, my ESLint configurations, and my browser list. Yeah. So let's do one thing. Let's run this code. So let me go to this CD, my first app. Yeah. I will use the command npm run start. As you can see, it has opened this, and this is the very first React app. So let's edit this now. Mm, Let's do one thing. Let's create another file. Let's say mm, dom.js. Yeah. Let's look at the DOM manipulations over here. So let's say I have my real DOM, a variable named as real DOM, which will store the message saying hello world. I will have another variable named as virtual DOM, which will store the message hello world. Let's say function update virtual DOM. I will take in the message what needs to be updated, which is of type string. I will have to convert this to TypeScript. Uh, I will define a variable for the old virtual DOM, and I will store all the contents, initial contents of the virtual DOM variable. I will change the message now to whatever was sent. So my new message. Let me make this as new message, and let me add the new message here. Yeah. Let's see what the diffing step is. Now, if my old vdom dot message is not equal to my virtual DOM dot message, then I will update the real DOM now. Real DOM dot message will be this virtual DOM dot message. I will just console.log this updated real DOM. Okay. Yeah. Let's call the update virtual DOM, and let's pass hello react. So as you can see, the initial value of real DOM was hello world. Then what we have done is we have passed this message hello react to our update virtual DOM, and then it has updated our real DOM. So what I'm doing in this update virtual DOM is I'm taking in the new message as string. I'm setting it to the virtual DOM first, the new message. Then I'm comparing is if my old VDOM message is not equal to my virtual DOM message. So whatever was my initial message, I'm just comparing it. If it is not the same to the initial message, only then I'm updating the real DOM. In case it was the same message, it would not update the real DOM. So this is actually the diffing principle in React. So in short, HTML is the file. DOM is the live version of that file inside the browser. Now that we know how React optimizes UI updates, React updates only the section that needs to change. So we saw how DOM and single page applications are important and how React uses virtual DOM. In the next session, we shall delve into more concepts of React. Until then, keep coding, keep exploring. Thank you.